you're a speculative fiction writer. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Hi, thanks for having me. Yes, I like to write mainly horror and I will mix it with science fiction, mystery, intrigue, try and keep every book interesting and vastly different.
When did you first realize you wanted to be a writer?
I actually started writing before I could even read and write. I was maybe 4, 5, 6, I don't know when I learned to read, but I would take paper and I would scribble lines to make it look like handwriting, like cursive, and I would tell stories that went with those lines. So it was born in me that I wanted to do it.
How long does it take you to write a book?
I have written a book in 30 days when I was a part of NaNoWriMo. I think I've done NaNoWriMo 3 times. For those who don't know, that's writing a book in a month, in the month of November. And you go join online NaNoWriMo. If for writers out there, if you're interested, look it up. It's a great experience to go through.
How do you get your books published?
Currently, I self-publish my books on Amazon and Smashwords. Smashwords uploads it to Kobo, iTunes, Apple iBook, whatever it's called, sorry, Google Play, all these other Scrivener, so that gets worldwide spread, and it doesn't cost anything to do that. You just pay for your editing and of course your covers to make sure that you're putting out your best product.
Where do you get your ideas from?
Oh, ideas come from everywhere. They're all around us every day. And actually my newest book, which is a murder mystery titled Handsome, this one is going to be the first in a detective series, and I got that idea from someone who was installing our air conditioning. They made some kind of comment about putting something in your window to attract certain people to your house. I'm not going to give away the plot line, but I got a book idea from just having a conversation with somebody.
How old were you when you wrote your first book?
Now that story I like to tell, I have it written kind of as the preface in my very first book, which was Cataclysm. That idea came to me from when I awoke in the middle of the night when I was about 10 years old. And the cat's eyes were looking at me in the dark, but all I could see because of the moon was the red shine. And it made me think that there was something in my room that wasn't my cat. I started writing the book when I was 19, and because I let fear hold me back for so many years, I didn't actually finish the book until I was in my 30s, and then I published it when I was 43. So it's been a 5-year journey, and I have 9 books now in that 5 years.
What was one of the most surprising things you learned in creating your books?
I think just how many ideas I actually have. I didn't know I had them until I started writing, and then it just like unleashed the beast. Also, the other surprise was how much I love writing, and I just do it nonstop. Like I said, I have 9 books in 5 years, and I'm just constantly writing. I have hundreds of short stories out there. I have a 15-minute film called Death Game. Sorry, it was based on my book called Sudden Death, so I got a little confused there for a second. But I have a script for a web series started, and I have a movie written with my best friend Jackie. So that might be coming out soon too.
What do you think makes a good story?
For me, a good story is a story that just really takes you out of reality and brings you into the world that the author has created. So they have to have the skill to keep the story moving forward, keep it full of action, and just hold your interest.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A writer, of course.
How many books have you written, and which one is your favorite?
Okay, well, as I said, I've written 9 books. My favorite. Every time I write a new book, it's my new favorite. I think because the idea just eats away at me until I get it written. So I'm really proud of that product when I'm finished with it, and it's super exciting. I do have to say that my favorite character would be Emerson from the Sumerians because she's a loner and she's just a tough nut and just a great all-around girl.
Well, thanks for taking a few minutes off your time to talk to us today.
And thanks for having me. I hope you check it out. Teresa Jacobs.